We had perhaps the greatest goalkeeper we've had to have in Phil Parkes. Alvin Martin made his name then as well, young player coming through. I mentioned Billy Bonds, of course, but one player that you look at and think about is Alan Dickens, who was perhaps an unsung hero but did so much.
John said to me that West Ham like to play attacking football, and he said that he wanted me to come along as the first piece of the jigsaw to help strengthen the defence.
Played with some great players. Beardsley was fantastic. Some great players over the years, some big clubs, but on his day, Dev was unplayable.
He dipped his shoulder and went by 3 players, and if Dev could score goals, he would have been up there in the top players in the world. But when Dev went in one of his runs, me and Tony used to sprint for the goal because he'd beat 3 players round the goalkeeper and hit the post or something. One of the best players of all time, I think. He just didn't get the recognition. He was one of the best players I've played with, that's for sure.
Dev just used to run at them, and the fullback wouldn't have a clue which way he was going, because Dev didn't even know which way he was going to go until he got right up to him, and then he'd go one way or the other. And so it was exciting, I think, and I would love to have seen him playing in the modern day.
I'd like to think that players from that 86 team could go out and play certain individuals, because that was a fantastic team.
We was the best team in that league. I speak to people from Liverpool and Everton that in that era, and they said we were the best team, and it was just a shame that we had so many games with the backlog of the weather. And I think in April we played something like 11, 12 games in April, which is, and they keep saying now they're so much fitter today, but these players wouldn't be able to do it today. You were very confident, you knew you was going to Man United, going to Liverpool, and you knew that at the end of the day you'd fancy yourself to win. That's the difference when you're on a roll, which we were. The confidence is high, you just want to play, and the team was very settled, we didn't get a lot of injuries.
You look back and people speak to you and they call that team like a legends. We never won nothing, but to finish third and come so close to winning the championship behind a great side as well, Liverpool. I still believe we were the best footballing team in that division. We just had a bad start and we just run out of games.
I may have done the first interview with Frank McAvenny when he came south. I was working for a local evening paper, and they sent me. He had a flat in Brentwood, and I went up and did an interview with him, and he was. You could tell how excited he was to be down here, and he was like a kid in a toy shop. Really, he couldn't wait to get going.
I know the history of West Ham. Bobby Moore and Jeff Hurst and Peters, and just all the greats, Trevor Brooking, and you can, Billy Bonds, because the list goes on. And then I think, how are they going to take to this wee Scottish guy? So, I had to do something, and luckily myself and Tony struck gold that year. So, but we obviously with Dev and Wardy and all that behind us, it was great.